In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how you can use the free hybrid analytics, visibility, and reporting subscription from Chaosoft to find specific types of users when you have a lot of users to work through. I'm going to start off by just showing you a simple example of the type of reports that you can have delivered to your inbox, saved to a CSV file, or saved locally on a server as an HTML report. So for example, here is a simple report that shows all my Active Directory users that have an Office 365 license. So this is a hybrid report, so I can now look at the user principal name of my my Active Directory user and see that they've been assigned an Office 365 license in the cloud. Here's another example. In this example, I'm looking at external users that were assigned a license. This is something that I might want to have delivered to my inbox once a week just to make sure I'm not having my admins applying a license to an external account inappropriately or mistakenly. And you'll see here we also deliver custom costing information, so you can put in the details into our solution of your cost to Microsoft of the licensing, and so you'll see what those external licenses are actually costing you. So let's go take a look to see sort of what an external user looks like in the Microsoft console. So in the Microsoft Administrative Console, they have an area called Guest Users. And so you can very quickly select those, and you'll see they give you some basic information about the user if you highlight the user. But to this end, the external user is simply just an entry. It's not really an easy to manage identity. If I look at active users, I do see those users that are external, and I can apply a filter here and go off and review these periodically. And you see it does show me that this user has a license, but I want this to come to my inbox. I want it to be available, and then alternatively, I want to be able to revoke those licenses as well. And so let's go ahead and jump over to the Chaosoft web portal. Just to point out one other thing, as you're working and you have additional external users that come into your environment, one of the free dashboards we provide is sort of an overview of your on-premise users, hybrid user counts. Those that are synchronized, you'll see that I'm not actually doing synchronization. I'm just managing both sides directly without sync in between. And then the number of guests. So you can kind of keep an eye on this dashboard or present this to executives because it can be delegated separately from everything else so they can kind of see what is going on. So how do I actually get that email list that I just saw of those other reports? So in the Chaosoft Administrator Console, this is the Automation and Administration Console. This is a hybrid management tool that allows me to look at anything on-premise. Could be Active Directory, could be Exchange, could be Lync or Skype, or work with Azure or Office 365 simultaneously. So I can work in on-premise mode, hybrid mode, or cloud mode only. And so I pretty much cover any of the scenarios, modern scenarios that IT folks might be facing. And also things that a traditional or legacy, we jokingly call them dinosaur management tools, really can't do. So in this tool, as part of the free subscription, I can generate these reports. And simply on the automation homepage, I click New Report, and I'm given a list of all of the different reports that are available. Licensing is often of interest. So if I just type in a first part of licensing, you'll see all of the different reports that we have just around licensing. You'll see that we do have some reports that actually have, for example, a vertical bar and then another piece to them to the right. These are reports that we call action reports because they not only report, then they perform some calculation. In this case, for example, I'm looking at this particular report looks at Office 365 users, and then based on the baseline I've provided, will tell me what is correctly set on a license and what isn't. These are all free. They don't exist from other organizations, and you're welcome to download the product as a business and use them. And we have a large number of enterprises now doing this. So once I pick the license, once I pick the rule that I'm interested in, and there are hundreds to choose from, then I am left with a rule that is very simple to configure. So here I'm just simply looking for external users that already have a license assigned. We provide filtering at the top, and then I've chosen to output the details in an HTML, in a message with an HTML report in the body. There are different output types I can choose as well. So if I wanted to, maybe this is a really long report. We have customers that have, 10,000 external users. Maybe I want to put this to a CSV, for example. I can do those types of things. So all I have to do is run the report, and it will execute one time. Or if I want this to show up in my inbox every maybe Monday morning so I can review for the week, I could literally just come in and say, I want to see this weekly, and then pick the days of the week that I actually want to see the report in my inbox. Maybe I'll generate this on Sunday, etc. Once I have it scheduled, the icon on the left turns to a little play button so I know it's ready to run. And then when this runs again on Monday, I will come in the morning and look in my inbox and be able to review these reports. You'll see these are the traditional reports I get from Microsoft, and now I have additional reports with those details required for enterprise visibility needed to really keep tight control over both my environment and my management. Now, I mentioned automatic assignments and revocations. When you purchase the product, we also have a set of rules that can be used not only for reporting, but also for enforcement of licenses. So for example, if you just want to turn on or off one option on all your users, we have a rule for that. If you want to assign specific licenses by department listed in Active Directory to Office users, you can do that sort of thing. Here we have one that will go out and enforce Office 365 licenses on their matched users back in Active Directory. Coming on down here, you'll see I have assigning by groups, Active Directory groups or Office groups or DLs. And then we have all the cost modeling, reporting, and enforcement as well. So I can look to see if I'm going to move from an E3 to an E5, how many users are currently in my environment with an E3, what the increase will be in terms of cost based on the pricing that I have been given by Microsoft. So this is all part of the paid product, but I encourage everybody to take advantage of our free solution, and you can get that simply by going to kosoft.com and looking at the reporting and visibility section. And we list out a lot of the things we do, and there's different links you can go here to take a look at the various things that are available, including the new Office 365 Secure Score Analytics and Visibility reporting. This reporting actually allows you to increase your secure score over time by not only giving you the details to set secure actions properly, but then reporting on certain functions over time, which is a requirement of Secure Score. So be sure to check out kosoft.com, and I recommend you take advantage of the free hybrid reporting analytics and visibility solution.